This is Bryan with Casualty Powersports. We're going to discuss some clutching maintenance and what to notice and how your clutches work. This is a primary clutch from a RZR 1000. It's comprised of weights that go here. These weights go in here like this. There's rollers at the bottom of this spider. It has bushings. It goes in and out like this. The faster you go, the more this goes in, and the slower you go, the more this goes out. You have a secondary here. The faster you go, it opens up, and the slower you go, it closes. This secondary has square pucks. It's the old school puck system RZR used to have. We upgrade these to the round pucks. We also upgrade this spider to having better rollers and better bushings. One thing you got to notice where things wear out is there's bushings. The bushings slide on this shaft and they wiggle back and forth. When your bushings are bad, they generally hold you at the wrong spots and it will be noticeably hard to shift. The primary clutch has a bearing in here that spins, normally at neutral. That keeps your engine spinning and your belt not spinning. This bearing can go bad. It is made up of needle bearings inside with some grease, and if you have trouble shifting with the engine running, that is going to be one of your primary problems. We can provide new clutches or we can provide a rebuild service. We spin these on a lathe, cleaning them up. We rebuild the bearing. We put new bushings. We put weights. We change out the rollers. Your weights will go bad if your rollers are flat. On a general service, we inspect the clutch and we blow the clutches out. Normally you should blow the clutches out every service or when it's extremely dusty, and that will keep your clutches in far better shape than not blowing them out. The secondary has a helix. This is not the helix for this secondary, but it is a good example. So it goes in here like this with a spring. There's going to be rollers inside of here, and it rolls back and forth on the helix. We can change your engine braking with the helix. We can eliminate engine braking. We can squeeze your tires harder if you need more torque applied to the belt and you smell belt. That can adjust the helix. So the primary, it works off of horsepower. You're going to change your engagement. You're going to change how well this works by gripping the belt inside and smashing down on it with how much horsepower you have. The secondary works off of torque. The secondary will squeeze the belts to apply torque to your tires. So when you generally get bigger tires, it takes more torque for this to squeeze onto the belt to apply it to your tires. So we can change things around with your spring and your helix to apply that. We provide Evo code shooting software to reprogram your car. It adds a little bit more horsepower by changing the fuel and timing. It will eliminate belt codes by misfires. It can raise your RPMs about 500, and it makes your engine temperature fan turn on at lower temperatures. So there's a lot of benefits to tuning your car as well as making sure your clutches are good. The QRS clutch in the Can-Am, which is not displayed here, is one of the best clutches. We use an Ibex kit to tune that. We've had very good success. This car here has it. This car is about 2,000 pounds overweight from stock, and it has 35-inch tires and handles it perfectly. The belt temps are at roughly 170, and that's another thing is belt temps. We use Razorbacks in these vehicles to make sure that our belt temps are right within spec, and if anything's good, that's a good indicator on telling us whether you're going to have belt or clutch issues. All right, so last week we had a belt failure. This weight ended up being outside here. When that happens, the weight gets thin and it breaks off the tip. This will make it so you limp home. If you can limp home, you will not be able to go into neutral. You won't be able to stop. You would literally have to push your vehicle in high to apply the gas and you wouldn't be able to stop all the way home. So this could be a very rough ride. Now when you wear your belt out, when your engine spins and your tires don't spin, something else is spinning. Your belt's spinning within your clutch. So when you're here to inspect your clutch, you're gonna look like for a half moon wear ring, and that half moon wear ring is where that happened. It will smoke your clutch. You'll literally see smoke come out of your vehicle. And then when you start from 0 to 5 miles an hour, you're gonna feel jerkiness. And jerkiness is oftentimes when you fried your belt. The best way to not fry your belt is to be in low when you go slow and high when you're going fast. So if you're gonna go up a hill, downshift to low. If you're gonna go fast down the road at 50 miles an hour for a long period of time, stay in high. If you're gonna go over a rough obstacle like a big rock or a boulder, you wanna put it in low. That low will save you $200 on replacing a new belt. The other things that can go bad is these create movement. So your tolerances change and it doesn't work as well. If you have round rollers, they flat spot and they don't work as well. So some of the key indicators, people come to us and they talk to us about shredding 4 belts in one weekend, and that is highly uneconomical, especially at $200 a belt, and they want to know why. A lot of things is if your sheaves are not smooth, that is going to cut into your belt. If your bushings are not good, that will cause wear, as long as your rollers or sliders, and once again your rollers here and your clutch weights. So the reason the clutch weights go bad is you will feel with your finger when they're going bad and they'll be worn out or grinded down. The grinding causes, when this roller does not spin, it will grind on your clutch weight. Other things is rust on these and dirt on these that will cause your weight not to move freely. And then one other thing is your bearing. If your bearing doesn't spin freely and your clutches are grooved, you're going to have belt wear as well. So if you do not feel comfortable inspecting your clutches, or it's beyond the capability, you can seek a professional, or you can call Casualty Powersports. We'll be happy to help you with that. Typically, if these are treated very well, I've seen up to 6,000 miles. If you were really hard on your vehicle, you're roughly getting 3,000 miles out of your clutches. It just depends how well you blow them out, how well you maintain your vehicle.